How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. And I really do appreciate you taking your time tuning into my video. And as always here at 2A News Now, you get your Second Amendment news straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. I didn't plan on making a video today because I had a couple of doctor's appointments, had to pick up new medications, and run a lot of errands. But when I found out this news, I wanted to get the information out. And since I'm making this video later in the day, most of you have already heard the news and watched other videos about the subject. So most of you know, a federal judge has vacated the ATF pistol brace rule. But what a lot of the others aren't saying, or don't say it right away in their videos, is what the hell does all of that mean? So I'm going to tell you exactly what that means. A U.S. District Judge in Texas vacated the ATF's rule that treats pistols equipped with stabilizing braces as SBRs or short-barreled rifles. And here's the most important part. The relief that the judge issued is not only just for the named plaintiffs in the lawsuit, but it's for every gun owner across the United States. U.S. District Judge Reed O'Connor ruled that the ATF's rule that says that pistol brace accessories, when attached to pistols, turn pistols into SBRs. And that violated the Administrative Procedures Act. Most of you know for about the past 10 years that attaching a brace to a firearm does not change the classification of that firearm. In those 10 years, had ruled that many times. But since a certain person has been in office, the ATF did a 360 and changed their position on pistol braces. And the first time was in 2023, when they issued their final rule, which is not a law. The ATF estimated that 99% of pistols with stabilizing braces would be reclassified as NFA items. And the ATF issued 60 adjudications that pertain to the final rule that reclassified different configurations of firearms with braces as NFA rifles. And the ATF provided no explanation how the agency came up with the classifications. And there is absolutely no clarity what constitutes an impermissible stabilizing brace. And even the Fifth Circuit Court couldn't find a single example of a pistol with a stabilizing brace that would constitute an NFA exempt braced pistol. Such unexplained and inconsistent positions are arbitrary and capricious. The defendants failed to follow proper notice and comment procedures because the proposed rule and final rule differed in a lot of ways. Judge O'Connor also said that the ATF's final rule on braces was impermissibly vague. He said while the ATF developed a worksheet that allowed gun owners to see if their pistols equipped with braces fall under the ATF's new rule, but the ATF itself still had complete discretion to use a subjective balancing test to weigh 6 factors on an invisible scale to determine if your brace pistol was legal or not. The judge said in closing, consequently, the court finds that the final rule's 6-factor test is so impermissibly vague that it provides no meaningful clarity on what constitutes an impermissible stabilizing brace. Thus, it is nigh impossible for a regular citizen to determine what constitutes a braced pistol that would require an NFA registration. And accordingly, the plaintiff's motion for summary judgment is granted, and the defendant's motion for summary judgment is denied as to this issue. And this will provide protection for us, at least for the immediate future. And most likely the Department of Justice and their cronies will appeal this decision. And for now, this rule is done. It's dead. It's buried. So there you have it. That's great news, especially because it means this rule is vacated not just for the plaintiffs in the case, but like I said earlier, for everyone in the country. So we'll be going into the weekend with some great news. And tomorrow is Friday, and supposedly the Supreme Court might give us some more information on other cases as well. And as always, I appreciate everybody's support with the channel. You guys are always crushing it by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. And I really do appreciate it. And I invite you to come back and watch my next video.